taking place between the Indonesia Warriors and the Westports Malaysia Dragons.
Well, we'll take it as it is. We got our game plan for this game, and we hope to execute it well. And this game is big for us, and it's also the birthday of our general manager, Jacob, and we wish him well and get well soon on himself.
The Dragons trying to win one for their general manager and also bring their 6-game losing streak to a halt. In addition, they'll need a win here in order to secure third place and not allow the Warriors to overtake them in the standings. Indonesia Warriors with a couple of fresh faces in their lineup, and they come out of the gates firing. Stanley Pringle with a teardrop layup in the lane, quickly making an impact for the Warriors. The Warriors get it going early, and all 5 starters are on the scoreboard.
Here he comes. And now on the
Pringle, a great addition for the Warriors, going to the dribble and going all the way to the hole.
Screen set by Thomas. Pringle goes in.
Ex-Warrior John Smith, having recently moved to the Dragons, facing his former team for the first time as he gets fouled on the way to the basket. There's the man they brought to replace him, Evan Brock, with a nasty throwdown to introduce himself to the home fans.
Yes, he can. Look at that.
Warriors leading by 15 in the first. Thomas gets the steal and he sends it ahead to Brock for the easy basket, and they force a Dragon timeout.
And the Dragons are going to want to talk us over.
John Smith keeping them in the game as he gets another to drop, and the rest of the Dragons with a slow start and frustration beginning to show. Tyrus Wade and Nick Velasco get into it together, and they're both taken off the floor for a breather. The story of the first quarter was Stanley Pringle, who went 6 for 7 from the field as the Warriors take a 12-point lead after 1. Second quarter underway, and Smith is still hard at work for the Dragons. But the Dragons just not getting back defensively, and Cañada beating them down the floor for an easy score. Then it's Mario Wuisang who gets out on the open floor, and he finishes the fast break on his own.
He lays it in softly, building the lead up to...
Wuisang and the Warriors would build the lead back up to 21 late in the second quarter.
Floater.
Tyrus Wade with a quiet first half sets up Smith with a nice pass as he draws the defender, and he makes the dish.
Off the pass here by Wade. We see him get the open lane.
Great passing by the Warriors as Evan Brock entertains the crowd with another flush inside the lane. And absolutely nothing Tyrus Wade could do about it. Despite a solid effort by Smith in the first half, the Warriors are able to keep the pressure on, and they take a whopping 22-point lead into the halftime break. The new-look Warriors scoring 58 points in the first half, seemingly unstoppable with their new dynamic duo of Stanley Pringle and Evan Brock.
Misses the layup, but he gets his own rebound. Now the Dragons are a bit...
Well, the two new players certainly have impact on our motivation and determination. We hope that this will continue. We see the second half how the teams respond to the big lead.
And respond they did by picking up right where they left off. Pringle to Wuisang, who lobs it ahead to Brock for the two-handed slam.
Set up by Mario Wuisang.
Then the big man shows a soft touch as he spins around Pacana in the lane and lays it softly off the glass. Warriors lead by 26. But the Dragons finally wake up in the third and try to make a run. They slowly start to chip away at the lead midway through the quarter, and after a horrid first half, the Dragons manage to cut the lead to single digits. But not for long, as the Warriors go on a couple of scoring runs, and they take an 81-63 lead heading into the fourth. More of the same in the final quarter of play. Stephen Thomas doing what he does best as he gets the offensive putback.
Monster game on the boards, gets the putback.
Here's the duo of the night, hooking up again with the alley-oop pass. Warriors looking very dangerous heading into the playoffs with this new 1-2 punch. Brock, still adjusting to the climate, would go down with a cramp and sit out the remainder of the game. He would be okay, but that would open the door for the Dragons to try to make one last push in the fourth.
On Thomas, and he gets it back to Smith.
But Stephen Thomas, with a monster game for the Warriors, finishes with another double-double at 17 points and 22 rebounds. Warriors are able to go deep into their bench as they are able to rest their starters and come away with a convincing win over the Dragons, who stretched their losing streak to 7 and dropped to 4th place in the standings. They switch places as the Warriors climb up one position to 3rd and look to pick up momentum heading into the playoffs. Final score in this one, 98-80. The Warriors coming together at just the right time as they prepare to face the league's #1 team, the Philippine Patriots, next week. Let's hear from the Indonesia Warriors.
For sure, they helped today and they both played hard, but today was a matter of trying to find some chemistry early, because when you have two new players like that, it's your first obstacle is getting guys on the same page. And so I felt they gave a good effort, and that was enough today to get off to a good start. I'm proud of them.
Oh, it was good. You know, my teammates got me acclimated with the plays, and, you know, we just came out and had a good game, had fun.
Let's